Fergie time. Well, no longer Fergie time because Sir Alex Ferguson, SAF, the one and only, has announced his retirement. He's stepping down. Massive news.
Massive news. So if it's not Fergie time, it's just time.
No more Fergie time.
Yeah.
It's actually time, Fergie time out.
It's shaken us a bit, that.
It's really...
It's one of the biggest stories in English football in recent years.
Yeah.
Shall I read that? Let me read the statement.
Read the statement. Read it.
Sir Alex Ferguson. He calls me worse off camera. The decision to retire is one that I have thought a great deal about and one that I have not taken lightly. It is the right time.
Well,
it's the right time. He says he's left the squad in the strongest possible state.
What more could he do?
What more
Marcus,
could he do?
Honestly, he's done...
13 league titles?
13 league titles. Man United have done 20. He's got 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
How many bloody great teams he's built.
Cup.
Great players that will owe their careers to him.
My goodness. I thought, though, this season, I thought it could be his last one. If he wins the league...
Why? What about last season, then?
Because they didn't win the league. And he would never want to leave with those noisy neighbours, champions of England.
Before?
Well, he didn't know, did he?
Because he wanted to beat Liverpool, you could have said.
Stop trying to live in the past.
I'm not living in the past, but I gave you, I teed you up because he couldn't leave then because he only equalled Liverpool's record, and he wanted to beat it.
Okay, that's the reason. Exactly. There you go. It took me a little while, but thank you for saving me.
I gave it to you. I brought you in.
I appreciate that.
But saying that, unbelievable. What can you say about Sir Alex Ferguson?
That hasn't already been said.
Can you say the most successful manager ever? Can we say? Yeah, unison head nodding.
Okay, the studio seems to think so.
Yeah, British.
British,
as well.
Big shout.
Yeah.
He is British. Yeah,
let's say British.
We can confirm.
Let's see if England can take a little bit of that credit because he's got nothing
don't start that.
Can't we take a little bit of the credit? You know what I mean? I know he's Scottish,
personally?
But while we're talking about it, we might as well say British, so as England get a little bit of something. Let's take a bit, like Andy Murray. Until he loses.
You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice there.
When Andy loses, he's obviously
Scottish. I think all the credit goes to Glasgow. I'm going to be even more specific.
Is it Govan?
He is a governed man, yeah. He's Rangers, yeah. The bigger question is, who's going to take over?
Can I just say now?
Do it.
I'd love it to be Mourinho.
Wouldn't you just?
Yeah, oh, God. We're just... Because I think, everybody's saying he said he's got unfinished business at Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea have won the Champions League, and I think that is what Mourinho wanted to win with them. They've done it. So it's not like
recently
the special one will do something special for them. I know... if he went back there, it would have been great for the Chelsea fans, but it wouldn't be something that I can see. I can't see where he's challenging.
Well, he might do. I mean,
what's his challenge at Chelsea? What's his challenge?
The league, get them back into the top 2, really, because it's the Manchester dominance.
He's won 2 Premier Leagues.
So you think he could be the man? Or David Moyes?
I don't know.
David Moyes is linked strongly as well.
Yeah, David Moyes. In regards to David Moyes, but what I'm saying with the Mourinho, it just seems like something where. If you're going to get somebody to come in and replace Sir Alex, yes, David Moyes has got the kind of young Alex vibe about him, and we'll go on to that, like I say, but Mourinho is Mourinho.
The real deal.
You know, and it's one of those where you could see it coming completely out of left field and everyone thinking, oh, he's going to Chelsea, which he most probably will do. Now, my reasons are selfish reasons for him to go to Man United.
Why?
Because the Chelsea fans, they'll be just all like that. What happened there?
Yeah.
But I could understand why he would not go there because, like, at the end of the day, the special one is they've already won the Champions League, and there's nothing special for him to do apart from build a legacy like Sir Alex at Chelsea, and that takes time. Now he's got a decision to make. Well, I still believe that you're right.
If he goes to Manchester United, you know, he's got Champions League experience. He's used to managing big players with big egos. He's used to having a big budget. He's not used to bringing youth team players through so much. I think maybe he did at Porto, my memory fails me, but certainly still like Inter really and Real Madrid.
I don't think that if somebody takes...
But Manchester United love to bring in some of the youngsters. Would he really fit the bill?
Would you really honestly believe, Marcus, that that Mourinho would come to Manchester United and change that? They built their whole...
But is it one of his strengths?
Yeah, but it's not a case of one of his strengths. It's one of those, if he comes there, that will have to be one of the prerequisites. He's got to bring youth team players through. You know, that's what Man United do. They bring youth team players through and they buy stellar players. Right. That's what they do. That is something that Mourinho will do. He done it at, he brought, I think he brought a couple of players through at Madrid.
Yeah. You know, Varane has been given a big chance.
Exactly, they're in and around it. So it's not something that he wouldn't do. Okay. He would do it. I don't think there's much you can say in respect of Mourinho that wouldn't fit the bill there. He is box office. I'm not sure. When you look at Sir Alex Ferguson, he's been there for 27 years. And we know what he's...
26, 27,
26 years, sorry. When you see him there for that, and he's not he's not too animated. He celebrates his goals, but Mourinho's doing knee slides in his suits and running down touchlines. It's not Man United.
He ran down the touchline at Old Trafford as well. He knows what he's doing there.
It's not the Man United way, but I think that maybe a change.
So, okay, well, let's talk about David Moyes as well, because he's a he's a big candidate as well.
Yeah.
Now, Moyes, not used to the big budget. You know, the last sort of 10, 11 years at Everton, they've averaged £800,000 spending a year. Compare that to their neighbours Liverpool of 17.7 million. And he's not really much experience with Champions League football. However, I would imagine that Ferguson, I think, you know, he's going on the board, he's going to be an ambassador to the club, he'll still be in and around there. If Moyes comes in, they can shape him more to the Manchester United, whereas Mourinho is very much, as you say, himself, and it will have his ways about him. Moyes could go in there, and for a year, Ferguson, you know, make sure he's there to advice in the ear, that kind of thing.
You could see, yeah, Marcus, you made good points, but you could see where, after a little while, couldn't you see Mourinho, if it was Mourinho, getting a little bit of the ump with maybe Alex Ferguson looking over his shoulder?
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean? And someone like David Moyes would welcome someone like Alex Ferguson telling him what to do to get himself going. But I couldn't. As much as, you know what I mean, like I say, for selfish reasons, just for my Chelsea mates, they would just, that would be it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, they'd jump off bridges and everything if Mourinho went to Man United. But like, I can see where David Moyes can be moulded and shaped into another great. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think for David Moyes and somebody who I know and speak to, I'd love him to have a job like that, to have a real crack at it. I think he's done, what, 11 years at Everton where
something
he's,
like that,
you know what I mean? And he's got the budget, what he's had, you know what I mean, in respects of keeping his team up and around it. You know, he's done amazing, and I think he needs a chance like this.
He's ready for a bigger club, certainly.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Moyes or Mourinho, that's what we're saying.
Moyes or Mourinho.